On this episode of WGTV, theater powers through a tough setback, a district program teaches life skills, and different athletes discuss their unique routines. These stories and more on this episode of WGTV.
Good afternoon, Wildcats, and thank you for tuning to the first episode of WGTV in 2025. Live from the Grove, I'm Olivia Cook.
And I'm Camila Salinas.
It's been a while since our last show. We hope everyone enjoyed their unexpected snow days because I know I did. What did you do during your break, Camila?
I had so much fun in the snow, but I was really cold.
Oh, for sure. I totally bundled up. We even brought some pictures in studio today as a little behind-the-scenes treat.
That was me trying to throw a snowball.
You look cute. See,
you're so bundled up.
I told y'all I bundled up. Snow angel for sure. Snow angel. We have many exciting stories coming up, but first, Camila's going to catch you up on what's been happening at the Grove. Camila?
This past Monday, Walnut Grove's DECA team competed in districts and earned the title of New Chapter of the Year. Additionally, 32 DECA students earned a spot in their state competition. The competition will take place on March 6th through the 8th at the Dallas Convention Center. With the new year comes the 2025 to 2026 school year. Course selection has opened this past Monday. To sign up for your classes next year, log into Skyward and go under the schedule portion. Click Request Courses to start your selection. Be sure to select your classes before Wednesday, January 29th. Big things are happening in McKinney. A 20,000-seat Sunset Amphitheater will be built this spring. According to WFAA, Mayor George Fuller stated that this $300 million project will boost the local economy and attract popular music acts to the city. Over 200 people have signed a petition to make the Prosper Silos a state landmark. This is in response to a few of the silos being demolished in recent years. The petition Change.org states, according to the National Trust for Historic Preservation, hundreds of historic places are lost every year in the United States alone. It's time to ensure that the Prosper Silos do not join these statistics. To sign the petition, scan the QR code above.
Tonight, Walnut Grove's Theater Department is hosting their opening night for Little Women. Tyler Medeiros takes a look into how this literature classic is making its way to the stage.
For the spring season, Walnut Grove Theater is putting on a performance of Little Women. Based on the 1868 book of the same name, Little Women is an iconic musical that the theater department plans on giving their all. However, a wrench was thrown in the department's plans after multiple days were taken from them due to the snowstorm last week.
We got to around the tech portion when we started implementing sound and lights and more of the technical side of the musical right before we canceled those 2 days. We knew we could just jump back into it as soon as we got back. I didn't think it applied too much pressure, but it definitely scared us thinking we could move the show or not have enough time for rehearsal, but it's been going pretty good.
While many Grove students were having fun in the snow, the actors were hard at work practicing their lines and perfecting their singing.
The most amazing thing. On Saturday, when our rehearsal got canceled, I texted our group chat and I was like, hey, if anyone is available, come to my house and we can do some rehearsing. And so I had the actor who plays Lori and the actress who plays Amy. And it was really funny to be in my living room blocking, and it was very funny to use an actual couch, and the piano bench was just a random chair that we had.
The added pressure did not add tension between the department. In fact, it's brought them closer together and more caring of each other.
We've done a really good job at being patient with each other, especially since it's so high stakes, since this is our last week before the show. We've just really taken care of each other despite us all being stressed, and we've really been focused on working together so that we can move as fast as we can.
My stories aren't dreadful. No.
Through improvising in the moment and rehearsing constantly after the snow days, the theater department will be able to perform Little Women on time. Their dedication to the stage and creating a perfect product has led them to being prepared, even when major setbacks occur.
Of my Little Women.
For WGTV, I'm Tyler Medeiros.
You have ruined my day.
If you would like to watch Thir's performance, they're open for 2 nights, this Friday and Saturday night. Tickets cost $10 for students and $12 for adults.
We were talking about last week's snow days earlier, but more snow might be coming again. Fox Weather has given an outlook for a possible ice development across Texas and Oklahoma late Monday. Remember to leave your faucets dripping as freezing temperatures approach. This past Monday, the state of Texas sued Allstate Company, accusing the company of illegally tracking drivers through its DARS company, Arity. The Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says millions of Americans' data was sold without consent. On the topic of data selling, the time is almost up for TikTok users as the social platform is currently scheduled to be banned in the United States this Sunday, and many people are leaving to other apps for refuge. Other Chinese video sharing platforms, RedNote has risen to the #1 spot in the iOS App Store's social networking charts. Additionally, TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, has urged American users to sign up for other platforms, Lemon8.
Prosper ISD prides itself in education for all, and the Instructional Services Department is no exception. Ryan Shelton takes a look into how a district program prepares students for their futures.
Domina, you sit down there.
Some students in Prosper ISD need to learn additional skills before they can live independently. To help with this, Prosper has created Prepare to Prosper, a program to teach these skills after graduation.
It's really important for the students to be able to master some of the skills we work on, because some of our students are going to be employed, so they need the skills that you need for employment. Some of them may not be employed, but they need to be able to access the community. They need to have certain skills to enter different community programs when they leave us, or to be perhaps in a group home later. So we're working on whatever skill that specific student needs. We actually don't even call it a program, we call it transition services, because it may look different for every student.
The traditional method of teaching the fine motor skills necessary to enter the workforce is through job boxes like this one. However, you can see that this is not a very engaging method. To help combat this, Prepare to Prosper has created a few small businesses that help teach the same skills in a new and exciting way.
Instead of putting a peg into a bowl, they're putting soap cubes into a bowl. And then they're stirring and they're smelling all the wonderful essential oils and fragrances. They're seeing the colors swirl as they're mixing. And when it's all said and done, there's a beautiful product. It gives them a real purpose, and it allows them to see a real product. And it's just like having a real job, you know, instead of just doing something that's mundane, doing the same thing over and over again, they get to make different products.
This program not only helps prepare the students, but helps to teach their loved ones how to foster their future. One example is Grace's Sensations.
Miss Barrio helped us set up our small business after Grace graduated from high school, and her company was called Grace Sensations. And we started the business and making soaps and taking orders online. And she's doing really well. The P2P program is really important to them, and to prepare them, and also to give them a direction, to give them something they can do and they can own. For like Grace, you know, we use her soap business trying to give back to the community, give back to the people who helped her in the past.
Through Prepare to Prosper, students are able to find fulfillment in education doing things they love. For WGTV, I'm Ryan Shelton.
Grace is a cancer survivor. To help give back, Grace's Sensations donates all profits to special needs and programs and cancer research around the country. To learn more, scan the QR code on the screen. Moving from the classroom to the court, Ethan McDaniel is in studio to catch you up in this week's sports. Ethan?
Thanks, Olivia. Yesterday, Walnut Grove Cheer received a Champions Walk before they were sent off to state. The Wildcats are taking the mat at the Fort Worth Convention Center, hot on the trail of earning a state title at today's UIL Cheer Spirit Championship. They will find out if they advance to the final round tonight at 8:30 p.m. with the championship performance happening on Saturday. If you have an NFHS account, you can watch the action live. Tipping off this week in boys basketball, they are just about halfway into district play with just one loss against the Melissa Cardinals on January 10th. Parker Evans had led the scoring in that contest with 15 points. However, they quickly turned it around as they are coming off a 71-64 victory against the Denison Yellow Jackets on January 14th. Byron Scott stood out in this one as he put up 15 points and 9 assists in the win. They are currently 20-8 overall and 5-1 in district, with another matchup tonight on their home court here at Walnut Grove against the Greenville Lions at 7 p.m. In more basketball news, the Wildcat girls are 8 games into district, also coming off a win against Denison, 39-34. The Lady Wildcats currently sit at 5-2 in district play, with the home game coming up tonight against Greenville at 5:45. Moving to soccer, boys are first in district and leading undefeated for the season. They powered through the Little Elm game Wednesday, winning 5-1. Girls soccer is also on a roll with an undefeated streak for their season. No matter the sport, maintaining proper diet and workout routines are a necessity for athletes to be successful this time of year. Emma McQuitty has the story.
A routine can dictate how an athlete performs. From workouts to eating meals, athletes need to stay focused on what they're intaking and how they perform. These routines can vary from sport to sport.
As a pitcher, I tend to do a lot more like one-legged explosiveness squat kind of stuff because my main position, I'm just like throwing off one leg a majority of the time versus like football. It's just like kind of like more bench and stuff, and you can't do bench as a pitcher because you need the shoulder mobility. So there's a lot of different stuff that like plays into it.
While focusing on these specific workouts may benefit a baseball player more than a diet would, a wrestler needs to focus on their diet more consciously.
I feel like our diet is much stricter. A lot of other sports can eat something and it not affect them just because they don't have to weigh themselves. Everything that we eat can affect our weight in different ways, especially for females. Other sports, you can have McDonald's the couple of days before your tournament or game and you'll be fine. But for wrestling, if you eat that, you're gonna have to figure out a way to lose that in the next couple of days.
Maintaining the proper diet is crucial for an athlete to stay in shape. With baseball, basketball, and wrestling being in season, it's even more crucial for an athlete to be aware of their habits.
Off season is definitely a lot more harsh because I'm trying to build my body to be stronger, faster. That's when I start like eating more, trying to put on weight to get stronger. But I usually during the season, I just try keep it as consistent as possible, not trying new things, just sticking to what I like.
Being in season or out of season, athletes still need to focus on their routines as they work out to stay in prime shape on and off the field. Reporting for WGTV, I'm Emma McQuitty.
That's all for this week's sports recap. For WGTV, I'm Ethan McDaniel. Back to you, Olivia and Camila.
Thank you, Ethan. That wraps up our first show for 2025. For WGTV, I'm Camila Salinas.
And I'm Olivia Cook. Thanks for watching, Wildcats, and remember, set the standard.